You know what I just realized? Before I even start, I'm looking around here like, why everything looks so different? I'm different. I'm different. Let me see if I can hear myself first of all. Oh, man. Girl. Well, thankfully I'm not having technical difficulties today. Hi, how are you doing today, Oldest? I'm looking around my background, I'm like, why does things look so different today? I did my quality check, my sound check, my audio check, check. LA, do you have everything? Once again, hi, Oldest. You know what I just realized that's different? My background. I have the wrong screen on, but it's too late to turn back now. The ship has sailed. I kind of like it though, because normally I would use the blue screen. This is a different change. It's actually kind of waking me up. Shouts out to Oldest999. You are the top commenter, #1. You got the badge for today. Round of applause. Applause, applause, applause. Okay, Ali Action Free. LA, are you there? Sound check. Testing. LA, are you there? Present. Alright, I can take these puppies off now that I can hear myself clearly. There's no need for me to keep them around my precious ears, right? Yeah, you don't have to keep them around your ears anymore, girl. Thank you guys so much for coming in. I have a survey and it's asking whether or not you're familiar with the changes that are coming around the turnpike on I was about to say American news. You might as well say American news because this is where people come to nowadays to get the news, right here on the platform of YouTube. For once in my life, I'm very surprised to see that YouTube are making changes that are current to today's time. And when I say that, I mean current to today's time. I mean they are making changes / updates for us in a timely fashion to represent the times that are happening today. Normally when YouTube is doing their updates, it's like five months too late, 5 years too late. And it's like, why are you making these changes now? The people have already done what they needed to do. It really don't matter anymore. But this time around, they are going to make the changes before it gets into another disaster that YouTube will not be able to control. I found out yesterday that YouTube was making more changes. What's going on, YD1? And I'm going to tell you this thing for sure. I just made a video about YouTube making updates on Morning Mood. Matter of fact, good morning to all of you. And the updates were about them making changes as far as copyrights and this and that, you know. And it started to get into all these details about the copyright guidelines to music and all that blah blah blah. I didn't even want to wrap my head around that because to me all this sounded like at that time something I'm not going to be able to keep up with because I just got into the swing of things with understanding the last copyright change as far as music and all that stuff. And I'm like, as soon as I get my head wrapped around one manual clause, here they come with something else. So I made my peace with saying I wasn't going to try to keep up all that stuff today, you know. So I'm like, But this time around, as I was saying yesterday, I found out yesterday about all the stuff on YouTube. Hold on. There we go. Let me put that in. On YouTube yesterday, and I told my husband. And my husband was like, wow, it's about time because usually I am catching the bad end of it. And the bad end of it is me not being able to keep up with the changes. And I lose all of the traction that I've had built up. And it's like, I don't know how much more I can, keep going with all of this if they're constantly making changes and I'm an original content creator, right? I make original content and I'm adhering to everything that they originally stipulated to, but the changes will not stop. Until one fine day, I got the messages that said, "Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we finally caught up with the times. And the times are as follows. We're going to get rid of the AI people." Relatively speaking. So what I mean by that is, for a quick glance, they're going to do something with the AI people as far as removing them. And when I say removing them, it's not like they're going to my knowledge, they're not going to cancel any of their pages, but they will be demonetized. All of the people who have been taking advantage of, like, you too can make a video without your face. You too can make a video with the script and have a robot read it for you. You too can make a lot of money really fast on YouTube, and you don't even have to use your brain. That's the stuff I'm tripping out about. For the life of me, I would turn on YouTube and be like, why are they making funds and money for doing all this stuff that just don't make sense? YouTube is ahead of the game this time. Usually, like I said, they are behind, but this time they are like 5 to 7 to 10, I want to say 8 steps ahead. So I want to thank you, YouTube, for getting ahead of the curve on this and giving us original content creators the opportunity to be able to be seen. It's like YouTube is really trying to get back to the basics of how it first started. Before it was like a dating app site or something. They're getting back to when they celebrated content creators in general who were original. And I really I don't like to say the word pride, but there's another word that I'm trying to think about to put in place of that. Not pride though, but I really appreciate myself for staying true to who I am, being an original content creator, and being true to myself as far as pumping out this content, my own Woody. I mean, after all, you're on the morning mood, and the time is just a second go gadget wristwatch. It is 11:56 a.m. and it is 7/10/2025. So that means it's July 10th, 2025. So that means I only have 2 to 3 minutes before the zombie show come on Disney Channel. But that's beside the point. Side note, Zombies Part 4 is coming out today at 7 p.m. and I'm really looking forward to that. The zombie show is coming on at 7 p.m. I'm glad it's not coming on at 8 because that's kind of late, especially if they're going to have commercials, and that's why I'm saying it's kind of late. Because when you factor in the commercials, it's going to go off. If it came on at 8, it'd probably go off at 10:30. So it's coming on at 7 o'clock. The sun's still going to be out looking cool, so I'm appreciative of that. And before we get started, it's one of my favorite times in here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, pets, plants, animals. It is time for Cows in the Chat. Cows in the Chat is the time of the segment where we have audience participation. And while we have audience participation, I put cows in the chat, animal emojis in the chat, or my favorite emojis in the chat in general. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. I need to ask my staff for the harmonica. Harmonica, please. Got it. Thank you. As I get ready, cows in the chat, cows in the chat. Cows in the chat, cows in the chat. Cows in the chat, cows in the chat. Cows in the chat. Calls in the chat. I am putting cows in the chat. Please be advised, as these cows fill the chat, you will need your air spray ready or scented candles, because you know when there's too many cows in the chat, according to the NASA science people and the government, is going to cause global warming in the chat box, because that's who they place the blame on this time. On behalf of ELAYTV platform, I deeply apologize with you, cows, for being blamed for global warming with all your gases. I guess they ran out of people to blame, so they started to place the blame on the cows. My deepest apologies. I would like to follow up putting cows in the chat by putting unicorns in the chat. Let me find a unicorn. A unicorn. Capital U-N-I-corn. C-O-R-N. And unicorn doesn't have a hyphen in it. I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Yes, it do have a hyphen. Unicorn have a hyphen in it. No, it doesn't. Please leave the set. Who hired her? Girl, I don't know. It sure wasn't me. Where is my water at? Hold on. Hey, where my water at? Hey, where my water at? Hey, where my water at? I'm thirsty. Let me get a sip really quickly. Thank you guys for coming in. Every New York minute counts, and don't you ever forget it. So as I was saying, what is that noise? Hold on, y'all. Let me turn this down. LA like the city on the front. Oh, be quiet, it's too late now, cell phone. I don't need you now, cell phone. My cell phone want to act right now. It's too late for all of that. As I was saying in the opening of this 10-minute segment of, boy, my head is all over the place. Optimus Prime. That's a doggone transformer. And the moments of this, in the opening of this video, I was talking about how surprised I am for YouTube to be able to finally keep up with the Joneses and the pace of having changes implemented before things become another poop show. So what I typed in is, which updates are YouTube making? I typed this into the Google search, and I got that's what I got. WB. Hold on. Ladies and germs. Yeah. Let me put down my cereal bowl. Yeah. Y'all ready for this? Who made that song? There was a time in my life when that song used to make me cringe, because I got so sick and tired of listening to it, because that was like everybody in their shamama's cheerleading song and every basketball song. It was right up there as far as annoyance, like This Is How We Do It. What's his name? Montel Jordan. This is how we do it. Dude, he said it again. I'm like, hold on now. How many times he gonna say this? I think we're in the time loop. Oh my goodness, we in the time loop. Get me out of this nightclub. Get me out of this nightclub. I knew nightclubs was evil. I'm stuck in the Montel Jordan. This is how we do it loop. Save me. Save me. That's probably why we don't see him anymore, because he got caught up in the hurricane of thoughts. Like the loop He got caught up in his own loop, and that's why we can't find him anymore. You know, so next time on the song, where's Montel Jordan? Next time on Where Are They Now? It's Montel Jordan. But it's going to be a spoiler alert. I know where Montel Jordan is. He's caught up in the whirlwind of his hook. Okay. I'm gonna have to clip that. Hold on. I gotta clip that. On July 15, 2025, YouTube is updating our guidelines to better identify mass-produced and repetitious content like the Montel Jordan. This is how we do it. So I guess he gonna be no longer with us in the YouTube algorithm. And if I keep it up looping like this, I'm gonna get my own self banned. Because they gonna be like, she is repetitious. Get rid of her. No! On July 15th, 2025, YouTube is updating our guidelines to better identify mass-produced and repetitious content. This update better reflects what inauthentic content looks like today. Whoo! So that means YouTube know how to identify fake people. Said the Google-owned video platform in the new announcement regarding the YouTube Partner Program. There's an article that I have provided for y'all in the description down below if you wish to follow me along in reading. Shout out to everybody who came into the morning mood 2 days ago, as I did announce that I was going to be missing 1 to 2 days intentionally because I took time off to be with my husband because we just celebrated our 10-year wedding anniversary. Yeah, so I'm back. Shout out to my husband. I love you so much. 10 years of marriage. Hey. YouTube will update monetization policy to identify mass-produced repetitive videos. So I'm going to the article that I have provided down in the link below the description. Thank you guys for all your Cash App donations. I do appreciate that. I appreciate you and you. Woo. Now let me fix this real quick. I have a lot of things I want to do today, and I'm really happy about it. I want to get right into this morning mood, get in and get out if possible. Wherever the wind may blow, that's where I will go as far as the thought processes of my mind. Once again, my name is LA, pronounced like LA like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy, and you are currently tuned in to a live streaming of Morning Mood. Today is July 10th, 2025. Thank you guys for coming in. I am talking about the wonderful update that YouTube is bestowing upon us. And for one time in my life, after being on YouTube for 13 years, the changes and updates will not affect me. I was talking to my husband as we casually walked in the morning. How surprised I am to receive that information, and still it's just now starting to sink in, because it's like usually I am affected each and every time by these changes. YouTube will update monetization policy to identify mass-produced repetitive videos. This article is brought to you by thehindu.com. Once again, thank you guys for coming in, being a pal, coming in the replay game. You guys hold it down really heavy for me in the replay game. Let's see here. I'm thankful for the law that what goes around comes around. It just seems like a lot of people like to say that, but they forget that that is a true thing. It's kind of like breathing in and out. It happens, but you kind of forget you're breathing until you realize you start to lose oxygen. You're like, oh my gosh, I need air. It's kind of like that, but I think that's what I like about what goes around comes around. You do good for people. It may not come back in the way you want it, but it comes back in the way that is packaged in the way you need when you need it the most. we've got here the Hindu Buru. Let's see here. The Hindi.com. YouTube will update monetization policy to identify mass-produced repetitive videos. YouTube's July update will likely affect channels and creators putting out large volumes of spam content, including low-effort AI videos. This article was written / typed on July 10th, 2025 at 3:21 p.m. You guys and gals. YouTube this month will roll out an update aimed at identifying mass-produced or repetitive content that is not considered authentic under the terms of its YouTuber partner program, as per its support page. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Ah, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Okay, while AI was not explicitly mentioned, many YouTube creators and content makers speculated the update would apply to low-quality generated AI videos created with very little effort. These are often uploaded to YouTube in large numbers to make quick money rather than to thoughtfully build a creative band and audience over time. Well, what the heck? In order to monetize as part of the YouTube Partner Program, YouTube has always required creators to upload original and authentic content. On July 15, 2025, YouTube is updating our guidelines to better identify mass-produced and repetitious content. This update better reflects what inauthentic content looks like today, said the Google-owned video platform in a new announcement regarding the YouTube Partner Program. YouTube liaison and YouTube Renee Ritchie further explained the update and how it might affect creators or channels owners. Will clarify the update was not a major change for most. Not a major change for most. How is that so? Because there's a lot of garbage sometimes I have to sift through on YouTube where it's like, this is trash and they're monetized. Get them out of here. So this is what they're talking about. I'm calling it out, YouTube. How come when I'm not looking at the camera, more people come in, but when I'm looking directly at the camera, no one comes in? Oh, it's because I'm so beautiful. I'm not a robot. I had to tell you this, man. I tell you, when I first started YouTubing, I was getting asked a lot if I was real. I'm like, I'm a real person. It's like, because you're always the same way. I'm like, I'm a real person, though. So YouTube, I'm a real person. I'm a real person. I am a real person. Help me. Thank you guys for coming in. So as I continue reading, it says, this is a minor update to YouTube's long-standing YPP policies to help better identify when content is mass-produced or repetitive. This type of content has always been ineligible for monetization for years, and its content viewers often consider spam. That's it. That's all he said. Bada boom, bada bing. YouTube, thank you guys for coming in to monitor on me to see if I'm okay. I do appreciate you checking on me. I know that YouTube see me, so I do like to shout them out. And once again, thank you guys for keeping up with the times with this great change that's going to set place or across the platform globally, right, on the 15th. To help soften the blow so this won't devastate the platform again. The proliferation of low-cost generative AI video generators have led to a surge of synthetic videos that can make it more challenging for human creators like myself to earn money from videos that require more time, effort, and funds to produce. The art of making a movie and video producing has fallen by the wayside like mass producing clothes. You know, in the fashion industry, they are also, you know, fighting the war against quick printing clothing, you know, like Temu and Shein. So that's kind of like their battle in the fashion world. far as producing content and all that stuff. And for us in the YouTuber world, we have the same issue, but it's more or less with the AI video generated product that is being cranked out here. I'm glad they are not putting the cart before the horse this time. I'm glad they have wisened up and smartened up to adhere to the times that are changing, and I really hope that YouTube will hold on to the reins and don't let go of this. They are under new management. The new man that they hired, he really seems down to earth and genuine. I am very thankful for the YouTube master, the head honcho in charge. He seems like a really nice guy who actually cares about the originality of this platform and its foundation. So I would like to say I believe he has a major part into implementing this, because YouTube cannot afford to take another hit like that, man. This is all out war, man. You know how they had a long time ago in the late 80s, early 90s, the good old camaraderie of Burger King versus McDonald's, the big three. It was McDonald's, Burger King, and I think Wendy's, right? Just the joy of businesses booming and just a healthy competition. It's a beautiful thing when it's done correctly. So for the sake of YouTube, now that they've got a handle on things as far as keeping track with everything, it's going to be a great thing across the board, I believe. I'm having a wonderful time on here, and I'm thankful for all of you coming in. Let me see what I have in here. Let me get to here. I was hoping that the article would be a little more lengthy. I would like to hear more about this, but let me tell you something. I have one more thing put up here. Let me find you. I have it. Which updates are YouTube having? And it says here, starting July 15th, 2025, YouTube is tightening its monetization rules, targeting mass-produced and inauthentic content. Creators must now focus on original and authentic content or risk losing revenue. I'm very happy that they've come to a firm understanding that they didn't get a handle on this. YouTube might go under for a long time, and they will have to fight harder to get back up to the top. My name is LA, pronounced like LA like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. What goes around comes around. What goes up must come down. And I'm thankful for that. Let me end the poll. Thank you guys for voting. 67% of you knew about the upcoming changes. 33% of you didn't. Now you know. Y'all have a good one. Thank you for coming in, and I appreciate your audience participation. Bye.